We started up. All right, we started up. What's going on? Good early day, and welcome to the Best Self community. We show up because it takes I was supposed to do this. All right, we show up because it takes a village, and not just for kids. Um, it takes a strong community to remind each other who we are, where we're going, and what we're capable of becoming. And in this community, we level up daily. We level up mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, most importantly, intentionally. All right, so today's topic is, what if the answers have been right in front of us the whole time? All right, I want to start off today with a question. How many things have we walked past in our lives without ever asking what they're for? Picture this. I'm a little kid sitting in a restaurant eating breakfast with my dad. Restaurant is Perkins. Every plate that came with this little green spring of cilantro, this little twig of a plant, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I never thought twice about it. I never asked what it was. I never asked why it was there. To me, it was just direct decoration. Fast forward decades later, my dad passed away, and a female doctor pulls us in a room like actually a day before that happened, and pulls us in this private room to tell us, one of my dad's major arteries from his heart to his intestines like torn, and he was basically bleeding internally, and they had to do an emergency surgery. And I remember sitting there asking myself, like, why would why would his body break down like that? And was it bad luck? Was it genetics? Was it years of choices? I didn't have the answers, but I did have questions. And that day, I became curious. I started reading. I started listening. I started studying more. Um, did studies on nutrition, movement, herbs, because I realized I never really asked the questions. If I'm kind of going off my script a little bit, because yeah, my grandfather, I noticed how he passed away in his 80s, late 80s. But my dad, on the other hand, he passed away 67. So like 20 years before, you know, on the timeline of when my grandfather passed away. And I noticed also as a little kid, when I go visit my grandpa with my dad, like he had a garden in the back. Some of the food, that dinner, came from that garden. So and growing up with my dad, we was fast food. We was fast food, fast food, fast food. Burger King, KFC, McDonald's, Long John Silver's, like all the time, every night. And as I got older and got away from my dad, I didn't do it as much. I don't think my dad ever stopped. The reason why I say that, because after he passed, I went back and checked some of his old receipts. And like me, I'm a businessman, business owner. Props to my dad. I think I got it from him. I know I got it from him. Um, to where I keep my receipts for tax write-offs, tax purposes, and things like that. So I'm going through my dad's old receipts, and yeah, it's like Burger King, McDonald's, Long John Silver, KFC. Like I'm looking over that stuff, and I'm thinking like that's what did it. You know what I'm saying? That in my heart, that's what it did. I can't tell y'all what to think. I know people, you know, have certain things that they believe, but in my heart, it's like I know that's what did it. If he had it, maybe he didn't. He never gardened. We never ate from my dad's garden because there wasn't one. You know what I'm saying? Just doing my research, these are conclusions that I've been led to believe. All right, so let me try to get back to my notes. Yeah, so I started doing research because I realized I never really asked the questions. Then something interesting started happening. That little cilantro that I ignored as a kid, I learned it's a nutritional herb. that's been in different food traditions from around the world. I also researched that it helps remove heavy metals from the body. Um, then I stumbled onto cloves, and that's what we talking about today. Cloves. Cloves. My whole life, I thought cloves were just something that people stuck in holiday hams, and they do. Then I learned that they've been traditionally used in different cultures for things like oral health. That's what I'm got this for. Scientists have studied compounds in cloves for the antimicrobial properties. My research led me to find that cloves kill bacteria and in certain stages of parasites inside the body. Oh my God, we got the. Hold on 1 second, y'all. No. All right. I guess we gotta keep going. All right. This some stuff we're gonna have to talk about out off the last. Man, he better not be coming here. All right. So yeah, but yeah, my research led me to believe that. My research had me find out that cloves kill bacteria in certain stages of parasites that form in the body. Then I came across a herb like black walnut hulls, wormwood. Some people have traditionally used them in parasite protocols too. It made me curious, and my curiosity changed me. Then something personal happened. Every now and then, my gums would bleed, and I started rinsing my, those same. I started rinsing my mouth with that same clove water, and that's what this is. For me, my gums improved. My mouth felt fresher. Now it made me ask another question. What else have I walked past my entire life without taking the time to learn about it? And if I'm being completely honest, sometimes I sit and think, if I started asking these questions years ago, hell, if my dad had started asking these type of questions years ago, um, I believe he still might be here. I can't prove that, of course. Nobody can. That's just where my head goes, my heart goes, because I can't change his story. I made the decision that I'm going to change mine. I'm going to stay curious. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to question what I think I know because maybe the greatest gift we can give ourselves isn't pretending we already have the answers. Maybe it's having the courage to ask better questions. So today's questions are: what have you accepted as normal without ever questioning it? All right, repeat. Let us know in the comment section. You can answer this question. What have you accepted as normal without ever questioning it? All right. Also, next question is: what questions about your health have you been afraid to ask? I repeat: what questions about your health have you been afraid to ask? All right. The final question: where could curiosity change the direction of your life? Where could curiosity change the question? Excuse me, the direction of your life. All right. So today's challenge is I challenge you to dive deeper. Dive deeper into clove research. I picked that one because I know that it can help you in several different ways. All right, so yeah, do some clove research. Don't stop at one article. Look at several different perspectives. Look at traditional uses. Look at scientific studies. Ask better questions. Stay curious. Then come back and write in the comment section if you're watching the replay. All right, and share the things that you learned that you didn't know before, because every answer you ever found started with somebody asking questions. All right, so as we continue the rest of the day, I want to take a moment to express gratitude, whether you call it higher power, God, creator, source, universe, or any other name. I just want to say, I just want to give my thanks. Thank you for the opportunity to learn. Thank you for the curiosity to keep asking questions. Thank you for the wisdom hidden throughout nature. Thank you for reminding us that growth begins the moment we admit there's still so much more to learn. May we become better stewards of our time, our health, our minds, our families, our future. May we leave today more curious, more intentional, and one step closer to becoming our best selves. I say, amen. All right. So, yeah. You know what? Let's get some feedback on what we're talking about, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly how I made this. Let's get some feedback on clothes and the topic, which is clothes. Anybody can chime in. Y'all should be unmuted. Have you ever heard of clothes? Were you aware of the properties of clothes? I just want to check, see something real quick.
Well, actually, you gave a good example because the only thing I could relate close to was at Christmas time I make that ham and I always watch my mother in the kitchen and she would stick, score the ham and with the
Mm-hmm.
knife and then stick the cloves in between. And I noticed it gave it a good, taste and flavor and everything. But outside of that, um, that's a good point. I never even thought about beyond that or past that, the benefits of cloves. So thanks. That's an eye opener right there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You giving me chill bumps
You're welcome.
for sharing that. Because me too, and so many other people, and sometimes I have to check because I be doing so much research, and so I notice as I do research, I have to check myself because I'm like, people already know this, but then I'm realizing when people say that what you just said, they don't, and that's why I entered this space, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, to have more awareness because this that close, we should know that from school. Just like you know that it was in the ham at Christmas time, we everybody should know what exactly this is like one of those powerful herbs. I'm trying not to cuss as much because I want to say powerful as herbs. That's what I really want to say. But it's like this is how I usually buy it. Like this. Go on Amazon. I might leave a link for those that watch the replay or whatever. It actually helps support the channel if you buy it through the link. All right, but besides all that, these cloves, they do so much. Not only do they freshen your breath, um, uh, use it as a mouthwash. What I didn't write in the thing is I I'm not exactly sure how I stumbled on two cloves. I don't remember, but I remember one day I was looking for. I was in this health space. I want to get everything healthy because I know I figured out that we shouldn't be having putting fluoride in our mouth because the fluoride is the same stuff they put in rat poison. So why are we putting it in our mouth? Okay, then the devil's advocate say, well, you don't swallow it. You're not supposed to swallow toothpaste and say don't swallow on the tube. I'm like, all right, but still, you still swallowing it a little bit. Why would I? I wouldn't stick a little bit of rat poison in my mouth and spit it out. So why am I sticking this fluoride in my mouth? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we spitting it out, but you see what I'm saying? Like, why am I sticking any poison in my mouth? You know what I'm saying? So, and then fluoride's in our water too. I discovered. So I start filtering my water. But let's stick to the topic. All right, so I'm on my search of oral health, and somehow I stumble on the cloves, and then I'm like, wait, hold a minute, hold on. Didn't I buy something off of Amazon that had cloves in it? It just like dawned on me. Like, so I went back to the bottle and it had a couple of different things, but cloves was one of the ingredients. And I'm like, cloves. And then I just start doing research on cloves. And that's what today's challenge is. Do your own research on the power of cloves. And so I start tinkering and figuring out how I can make my own mouthwash. If cloves was the main ingredient of uh this natural mouthwash that I found. So that's where this came in. Like also, here go a powerful one. When it comes to cloves, if you have a real bad pain in your mouth, like from surgery or a toothache, that's what I'm trying to go. A toothache. Take one of these cloves after you buy a whole bunch of them, and they last a long time, and just put it where the pain is, and it'll kill the pain. It kills bacteria. That's something else I found out on my own that I don't think nobody knows. Because when I found this out, I was so gung ho. I was so gung ho, trying to like tell people about this discovery that every time that I would run into a friend or go meet people, I was actually pulling up people's house with a a pocket full of clothes. I can show you the container while I keep talking. I would pull up to people's houses with this jar full of clothes and be like, huh, take this, bruh. And they be looking at me like crazy. Then I be saying my whole spiel like, bro, it kill bacteria. Like if you just pop it in your mouth, you could feel it working. Like if you just take one, hold up, I'll just show you. And you can swallow it and just pop it in your mouth and just hold it on your gums for a minute and start tingling. That's the
Uh-huh.
antimicrobial effects, right? And I'm like, bro, this kills like if you got like any type of infections or anything in your mouth, if you got pain, a tooth decay or anything going on, this will help fix it and reverse it. So yeah, somewhere along the lines, I put water. It's filtered water, of course. Uh, and cloves together. I probably add about. I'm probably gonna make my own recipe books and stuff about these herbs and things too. Something like I probably end up making something like this. This is not my book, but I do pull my ideas from different books and research like that. But yeah, so I started making my own clove water and put like 30 in there and then fill it up about this high. And this was an old agave bottle. And I just do this is what I usually do in the AM when I'm waking up. I I got this clove water and you just let it sit and it can stay out in the room temperature or whatever. It's all good and it lasts a long time. I don't even think it ever go bad, honestly. And I just do this, hold it in there for like 60 seconds or longer until I go brush my teeth and I'm good. But your mouth is feels refreshed. I usually instead of sometimes I don't have gum going out the house and I feel like I need to freshen my breath real quick. Boom, I do that. Tastes almost cinnamony. If you had never tasted cloves like that before, with the water, and it's a good replacement of like the stuff you might buy. It's definitely saving money to get exactly how much I paid for this, but I say no more than $20. But as you can see, um, how much you would actually use over a year compared to buying Listerine and all that, spending that money. That's the way to save some money too. And it's the part where you got to be careful at. Where I got to be careful at when we talk online and stay and make certain claims and stuff. But this is how I feel. I feel like the powers that be. You can read in between the lines because I'm not sure how deep I'm gonna get. Like they want us to do stuff that's gonna mess us up, keep us sick. Um, they want us to spend money. You know what I'm saying? And these are some money savers. Cause like if you buying it in bulk like that, then you ain't gotta buy Listerine. You know what I'm saying? And you taking care of your own self. You become a more independent of of the system. Then it's like you a problem. You know what I'm saying? If too many people do that, then you're a problem. If you catching what I'm putting down, and it's like it's a lot of health hacks like that. It's a lot of like gardening. Like if you garden and feeding your own family with the stuff in your backyard, where you spending your money at? Not with them. And that's where my brain go. I feel like it would be the system has been rigged to where we spending, and we not like living our best life because we so busy worried about bills. And then what we spending on ain't even healthy for us. You know what I'm saying? It's tearing us down. And it's like that's kind of where my head be going. But we gonna stick back on topic, but that's the quiet like that's a quiet like storyline and framework that I want us to start observing that and start questioning and being curious on why things are the way they are. Why is the system set up the way it is? Like, is it set up for us to succeed, to thrive, or is it set up for us to survive? Like, which is it? You know what I'm saying?
Set
And
up
can
for
we
us to
change? And
to
can we change
survive
that
and
narrative?
live off the
Huh?
system. They don't want us to be independently and self sufficient. They want us to depend on the system for everything. And if you depend on the system, first they attack your brain to tell you that what you're doing and what you think is not right. Like you said, they got us using toothpaste and it's actually the cause of tooth decay. And, they put sugar in everything that breaks down a lot of things within our body and clog up arteries.
Yeah. Go ahead, stretch it out, y'all. Keep going. Keep going, Steph.
It's really that's just the way that they designed to make money. They figured out the smartest way to make money off us while we living. Even when we die, it's $10,000 for a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
They making you pay thousands of dollars to get put in the ground.
And then our assets get divided, and they still cashing in on that too, right?
Uh-huh. If they find a way to constantly make money off of us, the smart way, to the point where we
Yeah.
don't even notice it. We become so blind to reality, the real reality, and comfortable with the reality that they want to create for us. Um, it's been happening for generations.
Yeah. So I think it's time to take our power back, and it's about what you want to do. I'm just trying to make you aware if you're watching the replay of what's going on. Just something simple like that. We should know that as kids. We shouldn't have just known that for the ham at Christmas time. Like that's a powerful herb, yo. It killed parasites. I don't know if you know about parasites, but why? Another question: why they have us de-word our animals, our pets, our
But not
cats or
ourselves.
dogs, but not ourselves? This actually kills those worms, those parasites inside of our body, like in certain forms. That along with the wormwood I was telling you, that would along with the walnut holes, the green walnut holes, and it's like various stages of parasites that we can actually. We should do this at least and do a detox of parasites out our body at least once a year. And none of us is doing that. It's not even the norm. But yet our animals get more love getting them worms out than us, and why we don't even know that we should be doing that. That's something that I found out. Um, and that's what we dive into deep into the best self community. Um, so come be a part of the community if you like. At some point, I will leave a link in the description. If not, if you don't see it on this particular replay, look for do a search in Facebook under Best Self Community, or just leave a comment. And if I see it, then I'll send you the link then. But yeah, go ahead, keep stretching it out. We're gonna do a quick workout because that's part of it too. You know, I don't think aging is what they think it is. I think it's because you stop moving. I've seen videos. I somehow I got to put it on these lives. Or I might put it in my stories or something on YouTube of people like 70 and 80 moving around just as good, if not better than I am. You know what I'm saying? Because and they've had transformations like, well, in my 60s, my health was going bad and I was feeling bad. So I decided today and that I'm gonna work out and it's gonna be a lifelong thing. So why wait until you all messed up, back achy and stiff as a board? If you don't move it, you lose it. You stiff, and when you don't move a lot, your lymph nodes become stagnant. That's the reason why we do the lymph node thing every day. They didn't teach us that in school about moving our lymph nodes. But so yeah, we going over a lot. I'm gonna keep it condensed into just close for today, and we'll see what we talk about tomorrow. All right. All right. So yeah, I think we did enough stretching. Let's go ahead and for time's sake, where my other phone at? Okay, here we go. Let's just go ahead and get this quick workout in. All right. And how's everybody doing on their goals? Because I'm kicking. I'm so proud of me. I'm getting there. Remember, I was like the other last week, I was like, what can you do today that your future self will thank you for? I'm doing some shit behind the scenes, y'all. I ain't even told some of y'all what I'm up to, but I know I'm gonna be proud of me a year from now, 10 years from now, on the stuff that I'm doing right now today, or I did yesterday, I did last night. I got my 2 minutes in. For those that don't know, watch the last replay. Should have been because we didn't record over the weekend. We did a 2 minute challenge where we challenged ourselves to just take a minimum of 2 minutes a day towards your goal and implement that and make that your commitment to yourself, to your future self, so that future self will want to come back and give your past self, which is you right now in the present, a hug. That's a challenge, and that it never ends, but technically it's a 7 day challenge, so it's gonna end Thursday. And see, and I've been hitting it every day. How y'all been doing with that? Be honest, because if you haven't, that's fine. But say you're gonna start that 2 minutes challenge today, so that your future self will want to come back and give you a big hug and a kiss. All right, where we at on the timer? I'm still waiting. How y'all doing on your 2 minutes? I think Stacy had hit. She was writing every day. We had talked about it. Anybody else want to get some feedback? No judgment.
Well, I'm exercising every day because me and my daughter actually was talking about doing a trip in 2 years, regroup and do our Mediterranean trip. So I definitely got to
Mm-hmm.
get in shape for that because it's that place is hilly, and
Mm-hmm.
you really need to be in shape to actually tour those places. So that's like number one for me. And plus, I'm getting older. I'm getting up in age now, so the stiffness is set
Mm-hmm.
in. So I definitely got to implement that in my
Okay.
everyday life.
All right, cool. Thank you for that. And speaking of getting in shape and working out every day, let's start it up. All right, 30 seconds, jumping jacks. Let's go. Move it or lose it. And pay attention to your body. Where's it hurting at? Where's it aching at? 1 to 10, how does it feel? My back. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 2 today. All right, like 7 more seconds. But it's like it ain't sharp pain. It's like a dull. I feel it. I feel it though. All right, 10 second active rest. Let's not wait till it's chronic. Moving your body, you should be able to feel it. All right, so let's go ahead and do them burpees. Get that hard stuff out the way. 20 more seconds. All right, active rest. Don't take a lot of room, y'all. Let's go ahead and get them skaters in. One of my favorites. Move to the room. Other side of the room, touch your toe. Touch your toe. All right. Active rest, 10 seconds. Go ahead, do them jumps next. Do the best you can. Here we go. All right, we good. Go ahead, stretch it out for a few minutes. Let's start with the calf. Work our way up. Use the wall so I can hit both at the same time. All right. Through the thigh. Use the wall if you need for balance. Of the leg. All right, let's go ahead and go to the ground, bend over. Go stretch at the back of your leg at the same time. Make your legs straight. Touch your toes. I'm pulling my back, my pulling my feet. It popped a little bit. All right, now come up slow so you don't get too dizzy. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out that lower back under the shoulder area, shoulder blade. Lean over to the side. All right, other side. Stretch out our chest a little bit. You want to get that deep stretch. Use a wall. That side. Hit the other side. All right, let's go ahead and hit our neck area. Over to the right first. All right, that was the timer. Let's go to the front. Over to the side. All right, cool. Lymph nodes, what you know about them? If you don't know nothing about them, look up the importance of moving your lymph nodes. All right, take it. Shout out to Dr. Yakai for bringing this to my awareness, to our awareness. Because of him, I'm sharing it with you. All right, spot hands. Hit it about 9 times. Behind the ears. It's important to move the lymph nodes. They don't move themselves. It's not like the blood, how it just flows automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Under the armpit, 1, 2, 3, and really grab up under there. Get them lymph nodes. 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chest area, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how you can examine yourself. Touch on yourself. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really get in there deep. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Over to the side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Then do your groin area. Lymph nodes right here in your groin. Get in there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. Behind the kneecaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Now go back through all of them, and we're gonna tap them out. Okay, 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's wake that body up. Get that circulation. I'll be saying this every time. I want to see some videos. I heard the monks do this. Let's go. We'll create that circulation, wake that body up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, they say the calves is your second heart. It actually does the pumping of the blood back into the body. So let's go ahead and jump on our tippy toes 30 times. Here we go. 6, 9, 10, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 21, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, cool. That's what we got. All right, last, definitely not least, we covering them goals. What are your goals? What if you're 80 years old and you're sitting in the chair on the porch? Let's go ahead and say a rocking chair. And you're looking back in your life. Really, it should be 100 years old, but we're going to stick to 80 for now. You're in a rocking chair, watching the watching the leaves blow in the wind, hearing the little chirping sounds of the birds, and you're reflecting back on your life. How did it play out? Did you hit all your goals that you said you was gonna hit? Did you do things in life that you wanted to do? Because right now you wound it down, quote unquote. That's why I should have said 100. I believe we should push that back 100 years. But to many people that can't fathom that yet. So we're gonna stick with 80 for today. Did your life play out okay? Or is it some shit that you should have did and and now you're regretting it? You don't want no regrets, do you? You don't want to have them regrets. And I know I don't. So today is the day where we don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? So what can we do today? What are your goals and what can you do today to get your step closer to your goals? So that because life gonna keep going, y'all. Y'all know that. See, it's 2026. I remember back in the day, I'm like, I wonder what it'd be like to be living through the 2020. Now we 6 years past that. Time's flying, yo. It's not gonna stop. So are you getting to where you said you want to be in this life? It's time to really sit down and think about that. And if not, it's time to either course correct or go harder. What you doing? What you gonna do? And we talking about health. We talking about wealth. All right. Write down one thing that you could do. Action step like now. Like we about to end this live. What are you doing right now, today, to get you closer to that goal? So you don't be looking at your be 80-year-old looking at yourself instead of we talk about coming back in the past and giving each other a hug, giving yourself a hug, your past self a hug. You don't want to come back and give yourself a smack on the face like, what the fuck is you doing, man? You messed my life up. Like, what is you doing? And I apologize. Sometimes I cuss. All right, but yeah, it's time to be serious. Forget about New Year's resolution. What's your now resolution? Like, what is you standing on right now? Health and wealth. If you watching the replay, right there in the comment section. If you too scared to do that, that's fine. Right, make sure you write in the journal, and then let me know that you did it in the comment section. All right. And if you want to be a part of this community, find us on Facebook. Search Best Self Community, or if you can't find it, just reach out and I'll send you a link. I'm gonna start putting the links up at some point. All right. As always, stay focused. Learn something all the time and take action. We're gonna see you on the next one. You, ow, get you some clothes.